Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Let me make sure the audio sounds good because I am recording from a different place than I usually do with still the different mic. I'm not using my headphone mic so I cannot hear the audio from the video, but for VOD reviews, I don't really need that. And on the plus side, I don't have to worry about like y'all hearing me breathe or shit like that. Also, my short, my shorts on like the Little Mac crown combos have been going crazy, like absolutely crazy. I went to bed last night and had 7,000 views. It's already ranked 1 out of 10, baby. And then I woke up and now it's at like what 15,000, 16,000, and I'm at like 836 subs, which is also crazy. I don't know why. Little Mac with KO Punch always does well, but anytime I do Little Mac without KO Punch, even though it's way more harder, like, not hard, way more harder, it's more technical or harder execution wise to do stuff without KO Punch. People just love the big punch, man. I don't personally get it, but hey, if the viewers want that, and I am in the market to make it, then I will provide. I probably won't do another one with KO Punch for a little bit because I don't want to oversaturate people. I still want it to be cool. When I do touch it again, but I'll probably do like KO Punch turn up combos next for the Little Mac KO Punch saga. But what are we doing in today's stream? In today's stream, we are gonna be watching some Robin versus Snake. Try to understand the matchup a bit better. Um, I fought a guy on the new North American like Smash Mate. A guy named Snoop Dogg. I fought him for an hour, and I fought his Snake and his Yoshi. He's like Pocket Yoshi, and he was a very solid player. Um, I've always struggled versus Snake, especially because on PS2 I really struggle keeping track of grenades because I'm colorblind. It just kind of blends into the stage for me. Um, and I don't know if every Robin player does this, but I'm trying to keep track of all my resources, and the grenades and the C4, but I also have ADHD. I play the worst character for me. It's so bad. I just forget everything and then seem like an idiot. And like I am partially idiot, but that's not the main reason I'm struggling. It's just too much. I keep getting distracted. Like there's just too much. Way too much. So let's see. I don't even know if like Leaf tries to keep track of every single one. He might just go, okay, what's the lowest one right now, and how low is it, and then go from there. But yeah, oh, I'm sorry, I'm kind of tired, but let's do this. Oh, I almost can't close out Streamlabs. That would have been bad. So, they're going PS2. This is a auto ban for me because you know the whole colorblind thing. But I did fight Snoop Dogg on PS2 for like a set. Um, I think like actual stage wise, it's a fine choice. I just can't go here. Um, and you know what? I'm gonna call this guy out. Nuke, I hate you. Anytime I fight this guy with Robin, I try being honorable and I go Robin instead of my meat gunner versus him. He'll just counter pick me with Snake anytime I pick PS2. Because we do stages first. And I'm like, okay, bro. I see how it's he's never beaten wait, has he beaten me on PS2 with Snake? I don't know, but he hasn't taken a set off of me, so it hasn't worked fully. But oh my, wait, he has taken a game off me with the PS2 Snake. Because I remember fighting him and my eyes were tearing up and I was starting to cry. Um, I wasn't like sad or anything. I was just, well, first of all, I was mad that he picked PS2 and he knows I can't see shit. And then secondly, I was just trying to look at the screen and keep track of so much that my eyes were just drying out. Um, but yeah, I don't really pick PS2. But let's see how it goes for Leaf. So the main thing about this match was one, dash attack's broken from Snake. And Snake is like constantly low to the ground for no freaking reason. No freaking reason. Like he's supposed to be a tall boy, but anytime he lands, and anytime he's doing really anything other than playing grenades, he's like crouching on the ground. Especially dash attack, he goes insanely low, and it's an insane burst option. Um, versus crouching, Robin can arc fire, um, or like shield. But you can also just trade, dash attacks with like Nair, or do your dash attack first. It's not actually the worst thing in the world. It can be annoying, but there's options. Even though this character usually struggles with crouches. But the main thing we struggle with is grenade. Because if we hit a Snake Shield with Levenstorn, it always activates the grenade, and then we get like grenade blasts into Nair, and then we take 40. I'm like, alright, who has Levenstorn now? Bro has Levenstorn out of shield. C4 is also pretty annoying. Very strong move, very good move. So yeah. How do we stop these grenade pulls? Anytime Lee thinks he's gonna pull a grenade, you shoot Thunder.
You're just gonna go
That's the
Snake
main way.
and have a name
Nice
like
dash
pained
attack.
you when it's ouch and pained you and
Yeah.
all
A cool Snake player would go for a forwarder there.
snakes just think they're really
Who
doing
hurt
damage.
these-
Yeah,
who hurt
who
these
hurt
guys?
these snakes? Not even. They don't even do damage in this game.
Unfortunate explosion. But like you saw here, he shot him with a Thunder, and then the Snake exploded.
Sneak around.
Like Thunder's actually like very good for his
So if
grenade.
there's someone who would know the Snake
Boom,
matchup,
nice.
it might be
Um,
Leaf. I'm not
I
sure
talked to Snoop Dogg about this. Like I asked him for advice, and he was like, "We're really scared of Lemon Sword to the point that uh we're honestly okay with getting grabbed into Nair, so you should be trying to fish for that more. This Lemon Sword's so scary; it can kill us pretty early. Um, we don't want you healing, of course. We don't want to potentially eat an arc fire because I didn't realize this. If you land an arc fire versus Snake, it can be combo food. From arc fire shit because he's so heavy, but he's not like, but he's also really tall.
region from Japan. He's from it. He comes from the
Pain to you. I'm also familiar with the Snake. He's a very good player.
Right.
But
It's like
you know,
it's not.
He
It's,
has to
this
face
guy
them.
isn't a
same
random.
country at least.
They're like, we don't even hang out, bro.
Just waiting on ledge.
Turn.
You're not really forced to go off of ledge other than like a potential down tilt attempt, but
Oh, who hurt
he didn't go
you?
for it.
Okay. Nice.
Ooh,
right above
nice
the
way to
right
get a
there.
That gives
lead.
them
I
right
really
above
like that
head.
conversion.
What if
This is the stuff I need to get better at. I need to be like I can go on stage and do this kind of stuff, but I need to be able to always grab this sledge and just grab it. Because honestly, after I take a stock, like Leaf also does this too. Generally, we're going off stage
we do it? Throwing the sword.
because we're honestly just stalling for resource. We're either stalling for resources or like our holding shields really bad. Our movement's pretty bad, so we can't like really run away. We escape most situations by either jumping or swinging, and we can't do the swinging one. So it's either we jump and look like an idiot because we can't land. This character can't land for shit. So it's really good just going off stage.
The ledge here.
I just have to stop thinking that he's doing the wrong thing. And
Nice,
remember, he's
nice.
trying to
Ooh, that would have been
take
aura.
points.
He's just doing the
Nice
same
grenade
thing.
toss.
He's just doing the same.
Also need to get. Oh, that's unfortunate. Also need to get better at knowing when I can grab grenade and toss it back, and actually timing the grab. Uh, correctly.
Whoa! The screen actually just flicked
Because sometimes I
sideways.
just straight up miss the grenade, and then I get exploded, and then I get like up smashed.
And all of that just exploded.
Everything
I did
just
not have time to see a
exploded.
C4.
I love down tilt. Down tilt's my beloved. Down tilt is such a good move. I love it.
Hey,
Up till, yeah,
nice
32.
grab.
30. That combos into up tilt. Why does that combo into up tilt? I didn't get hit by that. But that I just felt like I watched a war crime. Hello, Sunkind Core and Lil's MM. Welcome on in.
The grenade, he's ready for it. Painty do.
Ooh, okay. So C4 is right here, and it is pretty much back to even game. A very good job by Pain to you.
That ain't Falco.
He's doing a lot of shenanigans over
Sorry,
here.
I gotta get one
So
in.
yeah, immediately right once I said he's starting doing more shenanigans, he threw out two thunders.
Projectiles with
Because if you hit a
projectiles
thunder,
here,
you
man.
stop
Like,
said
Snake
shenanigans.
is probably
Arc Thunder is actually like pretty bad in this matchup because if a grenade touches it, Arc Thunder just kind of disappears. It doesn't even like make it explode or anything. Roblox WT, can I have mod I sub? Um, so how I give that mods here, or like how I give moderator out, is if you just stick around and like be a part of the community for a little bit, then you can become a mod. Like I currently only have like one mod. Because I'm a small streamer, so most people don't stick around. And this, unless you're being entertained, there's no like real reason not to stick around. Well, if you're watching like iShort Speed, and like you get like FOMO
the character that forces you
because
to play his
he's a
game.
popular
Snake don't
guy.
run
Up there with Bayonetta.
Snake don't
But
run
I
out
do
either.
appreciate your
feel like
subscription.
You got Hook and you got some magic bars
Yeah,
that you
Snake's
gotta
the original, bro.
deal with. But
Cooked grenades are disgusting. Plus, it's hard to punish him because if he follows up with his grenades behind him,
Yes.
you're also getting hit. You just trade a lot, and usually Snake wins those.
This Pain to You
Call of
guy
Duty
is
out
very
here. Luke is
aggressive,
playing Fire Emblem. Let's see.
See, chat,
and
guys,
like he's
is Robin
very
faster for Robin?
willing to
Do we know?
scrap.
'Cause this is such a niche matchup.
Snake just
Like,
makes
I've
it so
seen
he doesn't have to
Grandmaster
most of
MVP
the time.
1,000 times, and they go back and forth, honestly.
Right.
It
He
doesn't look like
comboed
it
off
goes
of
one
it.
I
direction.
was
Nice.
wondering why this was so
C4.
familiar to me.
Yeah, a snake can approach by crawling, and it's usually pretty safe.
But yeah, I think it's just exactly what you said, right? Like one player
Nice.
is looking for projectiles,
And
the other
there,
player
he's just
is
getting
looking
rid of that.
to kinda stop
And you see how he keeps himself in the corner. Um, the moment you see Snake approach, you can always just like go off stage or grab the sledge. And if you're on ledge already, Snake can't really like set up the like up smash ledge traps. Because you
those
can just like get
projectiles
off.
around him, and I mean, he just threw.
But the Snake disengages. He wants to set up his stuff. So we take a stage control. We've escaped that really bad position, and we basically got scot free. Because usually when Snake has iframes, he can be very aggressive and get a lot of damage in, and start set up a ledge trap, and that can also be really scary for Robin.
Versus anyone could be considered a tough matchup. Snake's kind of good.
Yeah, I mean the way he died too, it was like the fire lit up a grenade, and then the grenade blew up a C4, and he just exploded.
He is
So,
out of 11 sword.
First stock taken. Second
As you
stock-
can see, like he's holding the stock very well, and like he's constantly showing that he's willing to zap the shit out of this guy. Because you have to in this matchup. Because you don't want him pulling grenade. Because grenade is broken. That's it. Grenade is broken.
stock taken for Pain You.
I will say
Unfortunate.
That, 100% has slowed down.
Now that's another awkward part. If the thunder hits the grenade directly, I do believe it explodes. I think that is what happened here.
The pace of the game, also being, you know, a full stock ahead at kill percent. He really has to be cautious here. He wants to play a keep away game.
Ooh, so you could have actually gotten a better follow up here. That up air always combos into arc fire.
Because the CQC of Snake is
The only thing they can do is a grenade, use grenade to try to get out of the arc fire, but they would still be in the arc fire after the grenade blast, and you'd still like be in a dead state. And I don't think you would die from it either, if you do get hit by it. If you had like 5 more %, it would still trick combo, and it wouldn't, I don't think you'd trigger the grenade. at least
I knew it. It
immediately.
was cover the jump.
But
What
also,
else is there? What is
oh
it?
my god, what the fuck? But also, Grenade Blast is actually like really good for us at these low percents if Snake gets hit by it. Because let's say I arc fire him and the grenade blast, the grenade has a lower knockback than arc fire, so we can just do another one, and it's generally gonna be easier.
TQC hitting him out of the jump, covering the ledge and the roll option.
Oh, but look at that, getting back to the ledge with
Cover
the
the-
grenade.
I knew it. It was cover the
Nair,
jump.
and
Oh,
you
What else
just
is there?
you
What
went
is
out
it?
there.
There's
But that's
ledge cover.
crazy. He just
There's
had so
roll
much
cover.
rage.
Jump. Why not?
I don't even know if the rage part mattered, but he had so much rage that he just like always
he
stood
might
there.
be a top player.
Is there a strategy for
Let's see
multiple
what
joints?
stage to go back to.
It's like,
I
oh,
do
it's,
believe they
you know,
could just go back to
25%, but you
PS2.
can make it higher. Like
Snakes
30
generally
oh,
like
it's like, yeah, what you
PS2.
don't want is
They like having
Victoria.
all that room to set up their
Not now.
shenanigans.
Somebody told me always go C, but I
I
in school.
because I don't ever go to PS2 versus Snake because of the whole colorblind thing. I actually usually go to Smashville, even though I do think Smashville is a worse stage for us than PS2. I don't have the option for going to PS2.
When in doubt, you probably
When in
could
doubt,
just
see it
go
out.
see, People do have their default settings for sure, but I mean,
Like
in
it's
that
just a
case, that
hellhole
was
for
just
me.
textbook conditioning from Leaf.
But the main issue with Smashville in this matchup is a C4 plus a grenade can cover genuinely 66% of the stage. Like just 2/3 of it are just like off the table.
Game 1, but we're gonna go
C4 alone covers like a third of the
game
stage.
2 with the Pokemon Sun, Pokemon Moon. I didn't even know that was in here.
And dash attack covers like half the stage.
I mean,
We're all here though, right?
yeah,
But they
everyone is here,
do have
and
less
everyone
room.
goes to PS2.
So
This
if
is
the
best
snake's
stage
like
ever.
really campy,
Okay, goes
Taking hazard versus
um,
Pokemon
like if
Stadium
I
is
ever
the
fought
best thing.
Apollo Kage
Sakurai,
again,
come on, this is the best thing.
he
I just really
was
in
less
this
scrappy
melee,
than
I
this.
really like when they're forced
So
to
I'd
kinda
probably go
jab
Smashville
it
versus
out, like,
him.
what do we do? There's a
But
giant
like
tree
Alan
over
this,
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever bring the Smashville. I fought both of them
And that
online, and
legendary
Alan
there.
this is just
I feel like
way
that
more
game just had
aggressive.
its best stage
Apollo Kage
until
kind of
I would
just,
say
oh, that would have been a
Smashville.
nice Thunder
In this one, I
Bear.
would say PS2.
Whenever I fight
Unfortunately,
Apollo Kage,
my
he's
starters on this
mostly
matchup
just
is way
mixing
too
up
much one
grenade
area,
timings
so
and
if I
shit,
could have locked in,
Oh,
maybe.
and playing it very slow and methodical and forcing me to approach.
Dun, dun, dun,
But whenever I fought Alan this, even when he had the lead, uh, he would generally always be like somewhat approaching.
But back to the match
Uh,
right
he would
now.
also
I
do a
just
lot
keep
more
thinking, like,
C4 in the
they're
air
gonna really wanna
compared
go
to
back
Apollo Kage.
us breaking it down.
Um,
That's
like
such
he would
a
play
good follow on
C4
that. I mean,
versus
honestly,
Nade Mind
you see
games.
that typically paint. Wow.
I really like how
Paint
you're
Because
you.
I'm
always
gonna be
saying
honest,
that.
most of the time whenever I
I'm
play,
trying
I
to,
don't play
man,
with
but there's a player
audio.
out here named Honeydew and he's throwing me
I
off.
think
Oh,
Alan this might have
Yeah,
figured
paint
that
you.
out
Ooh.
because he
Playing
was
a
really
heavy grounded
abusing
game, relying on it.
the fact I couldn't
You
tell
might
if he was
at
gonna
least
drop a
be.
C4 or a grenade.
He's getting caught by
I
Stogan.
play with audio
Right.
now somewhat.
Ooh.
I listen to music in one ear and then
Wow, just recovers low
I
enough
listen to the
to be
in-game
ready for it.
audio
I
with
like
the
you,
other.
Okay,
But
so
also, amazing lead.
Lucas
You should not be letting these Arc Thunders
that one back
land.
to the
That's like a big
platform,
thing
but not gonna
Paint
get
You's
too
doing
much
wrong.
more.
Like you should never really be getting hit by Arc Thunder. But also 30% from one move is crazy. Arc Thunder, my
Marks his way
beloved.
back
And that shit can also come with like F Smash and down
to
air.
the lead. Oh,
I
finally
wonder
gets the
how
how many times have we
well.
seen-
Oh my god,
Not gonna be dead just yet, but Leaf
that
looking to
almost
get
killed.
Restock right now. Will it happen though? The Nair
Oh my god, I love
with
items,
the
man.
sword, even
Items
before
are great.
Gundam combo.
You just go, nope, I don't die anymore.
saved
And
Versus Luigi, even though I love using Nosferatu versus Luigi to like get out of it to like down throw a B%, because like before that, there's like a gap that's pretty awkward for him. Hello, Geo. From like 40 to 50% versus Robin, it can actually be just like somewhat awkward for Luigi to find those kills. So Nosferatu is pretty good for like putting yourself in those ranges, but I've been purposefully draining Nosferatu whenever there's gaps in neutral where I'm not being pressured. And I'll drain it to only one, and anytime I'm getting comboed, I mash Nosferatu because technically it's a frame one escape option. but it's delayed. That's like the main issue. For like Snake, if you post grenade, frame one, it's active, it's there. If you hit it, you're gonna get exploded. While for Robin, uh, the books first of all are smaller than like the grenade hitbox. Like not the hitbox, but the explosion. But the main part is that the Luigi and like Zero Death takes so long that if they mess up on their first down air, even though if it hits me, if I get a single frame to do a Nosferatu, the book will come out after the up air, and the book will hit him if he goes in for the up B. So Robin can also do the same thing for Kazuya. Um, like versus the Zero Death characters, if you like really use the items well and like your bars well, it can actually be really hard to actually get Zero Death. Like usually whenever I get Zero Death, it's not by Ice Climbers or Luigi. It's gonna be more like Meta Knight. Because Meta Knight stuff is usually frame perfect anyway. Um, and the book spawns at an awkward like spacing frame because he's underneath us while he combos us. Okay, goodbye, Geo. When Meta Knight combos Robin, he's underneath, and the book kind of like pops out and goes up. Majority of the time, saying me awkward from that. But most time whenever I actually get Zero Death, it's just uh like a meat brawler or Palutena doing like the 0 to 40 type shit, and then I either get down third into upbeat or I get like upper drag down into Danner.
Leaf is
Oh,
moving
that
back though. He's still
crow.
gonna be alive.
He farmed that
Like
back.
the
He's
Zero
like,
Death
"Just give me your
characters
shield. You can't
are
do
actually
nothing
really
about it."
tough
Snake is a hefty man, and he
for
does take the
like
stock. There we go.
they have a hard time versus
With the
Robin.
first stock, but it is
And
with
yeah,
the last, and
Leaf
that
just
is
cooks
going
the
to
shit
be
out of this guy.
Leaf.
He did it 10 toes to Jesus.
I have the house to
Such
myself,
a
so
solid
honestly,
game,
I
man.
want to watch another one. But this time, we're watching a higher level snake. Dio, I believe, is a top 3 snake in Japan. I've heard of this guy before. Not from like my peers, but like I've seen him around, and he's definitely a strong player. Cool, cool, cool. But yes, thank you to whoever subscribed. Let me open the stream back up. Make sure audio's good. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Now let's get into this. They also go PS2. I wonder if this is Leaf's preference. Immediately, this Dio guy is being way more aggressive.
I approve of this. Dio and Leaf.
He gives way more Atlantis vibes. And Pain Dio was playing so differently from this guy. Like, of course, Dio is a better player, but like the playstyle is so different. Dio is going into Leaf's face and then plugging grenade and like shielding and shit. While Dio is kind of just like sitting back most of the time, throwing grenades and the occasional like F tilt or dash attack. Like this guy is immediately way more aggressive, and I think this aggressive playstyle is honestly how you're supposed to play the matchup. It's just way more effective.
Never seen Robin. Well,
Nice down air. That's a really good find. Um, if you get up tilted on shield in this situation, I don't know if you have a true punish. Yeah,
I've never seen Robin in general.
that wasn't he could have shielded.
I've never seen Leaf fight a snake. Let alone one of
I think he might have caught a jump or something.
devoted.
And like you're also seeing patience, between like when he throws. Like there's a slight delay there. Oh, seeing Leaf. Leaf and I would have done a very different situation there, but I am glad I recognized that situation. After that arc fire made the grenade explode, or the grenade just happened to explode at that moment, um, Snake, first of all, no longer has a grenade in his hand, and he's scared of Nair. Um, so in that situation, I would also be looking for an air dodge, but I go for like S smash. I was doing that a lot versus Snoop Dogg.
Ooh, that was good. Type of grab.
I think this matchup is fine for Robin, honestly.
Yeah,
Nice
it's actually
back
nice.
air. That
Good
didn't
combo
kill.
for. I feel like Robin definitely has some tools to deal with Snake.
Yeah, I also don't like how characters can short hop. I don't think all characters can, but the ones that can short hop over Arcfire piss me off. I know Ken and Ryu can, and it really annoys me.
Doesn't really have to like.
Like at least have to commit to a full hop,
Oof.
please.
Maybe
Leaf
get.
should also pay attention to the C4. Like I don't even Dio didn't even blow it up. It just blew up on its own.
Yeah, it's one thing about. That was
Yeah,
good.
that guy
One
was really
thing about
trying to
Snake in
not
general
approach.
is that you have to be a lot more
But you
aware
see,
that
you immediately see the aggression, throwing out a
like
bunch of
how long this
hitboxes.
trade's been cooking, like when's C4 gonna blow up.
So he might just be aggressive. I think Dio's game plan is to be like very aggressive, get in your face, because Robin can genuinely die at like 40 in this matchup from like good ledge traps or like a forward air. It's not even like super hard to hit a forward air. As long as you catch us before we start drifting. After like L1-2. Because that can actually be pretty hard to catch. But otherwise it can be like pretty easy. So I think Dio's really just wanted to send us off stage with these like very aggressive dash attacks and down airs. To get edge guards and ledge traps. And then once he gets his stock lead, I think he wants to camp like a little bitch. I'm not saying camping is wrong, by the way, but
Yeah. I mean, other than that though,
like
like
I
Ryan's
also
able
camp.
to play
But I
play
also call myself a little bitch when I camp.
throw back the grenades here and there. Snake's like very easy to juggle, and
Because the
that's
whole
what
reason
Robin likes.
you're
And now,
camping,
oh my,
and the whole reason like camping's so optimal when you have the lead,
okay, Nair from ledge.
is that you're basically just afraid of making mistakes. And if you're not approaching, and they're the one approaching you,
It's Smash Bros. You gotta
they have to
on
commit to shit.
trapping. It does work.
And you can also like catch like bad
Especially
approaches.
when you're getting ledge trapped
While
early,
you just waiting,
you can kind of like have a few
there's
frames
something
before
really
you trigger the flash.
bad to punish because you're like
Okay,
fully
Leaf going down
actionable and
to a
shit.
bit of a sour. Oh, good recovery. Yeah, Leaf actually is playing
Nice
really well.
forward air fine.
Yeah,
He actually delayed that. He didn't do it rising. He waited and then did it falling,
insanely good at
and that
recovering
was
as
really
well.
smart.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Somehow
that
Snake
does
is
not
back.
kill. The Nikita is so tough for Robin.
I didn't want to
No,
say
no,
that
he's
you're
fine.
The
gonna hit.
only good part is after
No,
if we get L1-2
I kind
off,
of like
our
played
drift is like really
the
good, so we
green
can start
instead of
avoiding it
blue,
then.
and he just
But
lets it die.
in terms of like L1-1 and
I
L1-2,
really have to
it
figure
can
out
be
how to
pretty hard
use
for us to
this
avoid it.
I feel like when he plays characters with like
Nice
laser beam,
snare
you
from
do learn how
Dio,
to
getting
make
that reversal.
lemonade out of lemon,
Grenade's
so to
about to be
speak.
cooked.
big dash attack.
Yeah, can't be whipping in front of Snake too much.
And there, he's just sitting in the corner.
Nair from ledge.
Because first of all, if you get hit by like an arc fire in center stage, you can genuinely die at 46 from Robin, even if you're Snake. Just like arc fire into thunder cancel up air. It's very strong, and Snake's so tall.
Try that and it
You
didn't
might be
work.
able to get a third pretty easily, even at this percent.
Didn't
Oh
get a
gosh,
third. Oh no.
that was
Though I want Jern to go for a third unless he's like a super
he
heavy.
was there for
Okay,
Dio.
hold on, hold on. Dio's kind of cooking right now. Oh, nope. Leaf gets out of the corner. And now suddenly he has to
I
hit
need to
Dio.
try going
Yeah, this
for
is what you really
triple
want
arc fires more
throughout
though.
this match. Imagine just
That's how I've gotten like
going
some of like my best game wins.
electric fire at him.
Like some guy is a top 5 Pichu, and like my first year competing, I took a game off of him
Killed the grenade really easily.
He just has a lot of variety
because
too.
I was
He
just
doesn't
so fucking good
pressing too much on the
with my arc fires.
arc fire stops
Like
him.
I was like
Yeah. Oh,
addicted
oh,
to arc fire,
the jump.
and I was able to land like triple arc fires even on like Pichu, and then I just did triple arc fire into up smash.
Yeah. They do like a whole just like
The month. Yeah.
Yeah, Leaf won game 1. I think it's actually okay for Dio to be this aggressive, as I talked about earlier. I think this aggression is a big reason, uh, why, like, I think it's better versus Robin than the passive or slash campy, like, keep throwing grenades at you type shit. But I think Dio needs to start being campy earlier. Like, he's really only trying to do it when he has a stock lean. But I'm like, bro, if you have like a 30% lean, start camping, bro.
And yeah, welcome to Smash Online.
Ooh, nice C4.
He didn't block that. Okay. I think he expected him to like get the C4 on him after he got the throw. But
Like honestly,
Yeah, I think
after this and after this ledge trap, I want to see Dio start camping because he has such a big lead.
Probably actually have to overlap for it to transfer. That didn't happen with the throw. Ooh,
Like yeah, he got his ledge trap. Essentially,
bed arc fire.
crouching.
Naimi is very slow and methodical. He eats a good amount of damage.
How did he catch it like that? He like threw it on the platform and then like Z caught it at the same time. I didn't know.
As you can see, Dio's like also trapping these grenades instantly. He's never like really holding on to them for much time because he doesn't want to get thundered.
You just gotta know.
But
Nice
Red
crouch.
to use grenades in the matchup because like
Yeah, Leaf is getting his lead back because Dio's being overly aggressive.
Oh,
Ooh,
good frame. How did
good
he
DI.
dodge the Nikita? Okay, nice stall. Yep, he roll out. Oh, but he got.
Nope.
Yeah, like that.
Flip.
He generally trading damage is really good, but the issue is that he put himself into that percent. If he can't go into Leaf's face and explode himself, he wouldn't have died from that hard fire up smash. Because Leaf also wouldn't have so much
Now he's
rage.
like, okay, finally it's my turn. And he actually just ran right into the arc fire. That was pretty good.
Like if you're putting yourself into
Yeah,
arc fire
the electric
up smash range or arc fire up smash range,
move.
generally I don't think it's okay to trade damage unless you're genuinely up a stock.
Yeah, Snake's aerials are like
Up a stock, who cares?
kind of silly.
Yeah. Like arrows from Snake in general, just really funny when you think about Metal Gear. Like he's never doing that.
Yeah, but for some reason they're really fast and they hit like a truck and
Like once you're past like getting killed by forward air
Dio is like
and back air,
work from ledge.
who really cares
Oh,
if you're
final
trading
time, and
damage?
it's worked every time.
ouch.
Like past 80%,
That was
if
like 3 hits. Now
I
it's
have a stock lead
4,075.
versus a Robin's fresh stock,
Damage off
and I'm in the snake who's taking 80%, I'm gonna start trying it for trades.
Yeah, the crouch is definitely good in mid range because he's just dodging all the projectiles, and that down tilt is amazing.
Ooh, that combo's so
He
good.
combos off his sour.
That's one of my favorite combos.
Oh,
Thoron, I think is actually decent in this matchup. In neutral, I don't think it's really that good because he can just crouch, but it does force Snake to not like pull grenades during that time. And as he's rising, you don't have to go super far off stage. Like if he's sent low,
almost got another one. Oh my.
then Thoron can be really good. As Snake is landing,
Big up tilt, but
from being super high in the air, is also when Thoron can be very good.
oh,
Oh my god, these thunder combos. Leaf, I'm in love.
I did not know you could do that.
Ooh, the up tilt missed.
actually also very good at using the bronze too. Honestly, this guy is good with everything regarding this character.
Yeah, like I feel like Robin's definitely one of those like specialist characters because he just.
I love Leaf's movement is so clean. And like yeah, you get by the star spot there, so you don't really care about getting hit by there. Nice. Oh my god.
Got the time to charge. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and like there, if he went for Arc Thunder, like that's like if he had Arc Thunder there instead of Elf Thunder, it would have just lost the grenade. It wouldn't really have helped him there. But because he had Elf Thunder, he's actually able to like pressure that area. But that was a really clean. Leaf has such good movement, and like he uses his items really well. Not so much a disadvantage, but in neutral he uses them really well in an advantage shape. Like I think one of the few things I'm better at than Leaf is I'm willing to sacrifice like Nosferatu to get a delayed frame one escape option. Like I still have frame one option, but the book doesn't come out immediately as I run out.
We're getting it back.
It takes like a second or two.
There we go.
Production was like,
Because especially like so many combos in this game just like take forever. They're like a damn cutscene.
Game back there.
Especially like the ice climbers and Kazuya and Luigi shit. It generally like you get hit once and it takes like it takes one interaction to kill you, but he needs like 8 or 9 actual hits to kill you from 0. And I'm like, that's more than enough time to get a book.
Snake's like good state. Oh my.
I also use it versus
Good
Yoshi.
stages are also pretty good.
But
For
the issue, versus
versus
some characters,
for the
is
kill.
that sometimes he'll just like grab the book
if he can't crouch under
and like not care.
attack so much. Okay, he fell out of the fire. That's actually really good for him because
Like
good tech. Of course, he's always teching.
Yeah,
He's
but
fine.
hold him, let's see what
like if
happens.
Luigi does a delayed
Oh,
Drop kick.
up air,
very sour. Okay,
whenever I'm trying to do the book stuff, he'll just like grab the book with the up air.
hold
So
on.
actually I have to be like pretty smart about when I use it, and also like see when he does the up air.
Thunder, he's crazy, but he has not left the ledge in a very long
And I also
Cannot get back to mid stage
like
really, really well.
past like the first down air, I can't
Yeah, no, he was on the Bronze.
really be like mashing it because the buffer system's really bad. It'll just make me Nosferatu even when I'm already out or whatever. Either I'll already be out because I used it earlier, or I'll do it when he messes up the combo, and then he'll like still get the uppy anyway.
Yeah, because Dio is still behind. Like, even if he wins this game, he still has a lot
Nice.
to go through this.
Yeah, that's actually really smart and something I see a lot of Snake players do versus me, because a lot of Robin players will either Nosferatu you or nair you in that situation. And guess what? Nosferatu is not great in this matchup because if you Nosferatu, uh, Snake, while he's like while a grenade is near him, you will both explode before the Nosferatu finishes. But he'll be actionable before you. So sometimes he like most of the time he actually benefits from getting hit by it. But he still does take damage from the Nosferatu plus a grenade blast. It's like if you have a lead, you can go for it, but I don't know. It's awkward. This matchup's really weird. Most matchups involving Robin are weird though, especially because like he does so well versus a lot of the top dogs, and then he loses to like a villager. Can struggle a lot with Little Mac. Our best rep lost to a Ganondorf, Shinda Lion. Shinda Lion like destroyed a Leaf. I don't think Ganondorf like the more like I watched that Vaughn, it really makes it look like Ganondorf Robin's not that bad. Even though I've talked to Ganondorf players who think it's absolute dog crap, and I think it's kind of dog crap. Like I don't think Ganondorf's bottom one by any means, but
Yeah, Leaf is.
like I think King Dedede's worse than Ganondorf.
Robin definitely has a lot more potential than people thought.
Oh my, nice follow up. The fair into back air. And then just throwing out. Ooh, that was really good. Oh my god. Leaf just smoked his shit. Holy crap. He is so good. And he's throwing out all those thunders after his advantage state because Dio most of the time has been plucking grenades and like trying to get him hit on purpose. Or trying to make room and like make a gap. So like Leaf can't approach and get in from like being grounded. Because Leaf wants to be grounded so he can like throw the thunders at Snake. But yeah, those thunders were really clean, and then the arc fire, like that was just perfection. I wasn't really sure if the up smash would have killed there. I don't know if he like DI'd it perfectly or whatever. But I was honestly kind of shocked it killed. But also 11 up smash do be broken. It do be broken. I'm getting a phone call right now, but I'm ignoring it. Let's freaking go. So, chat, what should I do now? Because I'm tempted to watch more thoughts, or I can stream some Balatro. I am not opposed to streaming some Balatro. Also, did you guys see, hold Do you guys see that like Hank Green uses AI for his shit? I was so upset when I saw that. Bro, I've been watching Hank Green for such a long time. Um I watch his video about the whole like ice stuff. Um like I watched like the first 2 minutes, but something just kinda like fell off. But like his especially like his fish videos, um I enjoy a lot. I just like him yapping about dumb stuff. Or learning about like transportation and what we're gonna do with like are the all the parking lots. Because there's so many parking lots that are just empty always. I don't really know what to do now. I might hike go record some content. I also don't want to like completely steal the thunder from this Little Mac short. How is the Little Mac short doing? 839, 16.9 views. Nice, nice. Wait, I'm not too sure. I might also just play some NA Smash Mate. I learned a lot from these VODs. And like, every time I watch Leaf, I appreciate him more and more. He is the GOAT. Yeah, I'm gonna just hop on some NA Smash Mate. I'm not gonna lie. I really, I want to use this knowledge, even though I'm not fighting Snake. There's like some stuff I saw Leaf do, and see if I can apply it. My disadvantage is like the biggest part where I struggle, but also like so many characters have a good advantage state. Um, that sometimes I can't tell if it's a me thing or a them thing. Because also like players are really good at like conditioning and shit, and that's like a whole layer on top of things. But like every set I lost in bracket recently, like I went 2-2 in an online tournament, a couple days ago, and I had like a 90% lead. I was on a fresh stock, and they had 90% taken. I was fighting a meat brawler, and I like got 0 deaths. Like just from like multiple hits over time, because I was like DIing down throw incorrectly and like taking more damage on purpose because I have that stupid fucking bowling ball. And if I get hit by the bowling ball, I'm just pretty screwed. But I think I just hyper focused on that and like got hit way too much. Also, I hate Meat Brawler's bowling ball because I thought like Fire the Pyro did like this whole freaking video where talking about like the 9% rule or technically like the 10.2% rule, where if moves are 10% like closer than 10% in damage, uh they're like traded or some shit. But whenever I shoot Elf Thunder at the Meat Brawler bowling ball, the bowling ball just continues, and I lose my Elf Thunder. Like it slows down, but it's still there and continuing. And I don't know if that's the bowling ball version of losing. But to me, that's not losing. That's still being there. I don't want bowling ball to be there anymore. Um, that happening, I feel like was also a decent part of why I lost to that brawler. Because I shot Elf Thunder, and if I hadn't slowed it down, I wouldn't have gotten hit. But I thought that Elf Thunder would make it disappear because of Fire the Pyro's video, where he talked about the 9% rule. I'm blaming Fire the Pyro for that, though he's been really good with video advice. Um, whenever I've been like trying to work on like my long form videos, with like lots of editing and shit, like my Pac-Man video. So that one, that my Pac-Man video is pretty bad, but he like helps me a lot, especially like thumbnails. I'll like look at his videos and see his thumbnails and go, okay, how can I apply this to what I do and what I'm talking about? Most of them don't help so much because most of my long form videos aren't like item combos or me yapping about item combos. Despite that being my main form of content, uh, most of my long form of content is educational, which I think I need more item stuff, but genuinely, I don't know how to make a whole video about item stuff. So I've been just like preaching the word, teaching the masses. Though I'm very happy my my newest video did well. Like talking about the hypocrisy of saying I only lose to bad players, because the first day I checked its stats, it only had 4 views. I was honestly like pretty upset. I know like the view count shouldn't like determine like my happiness, but at least for the short term, I was like very sad that I was underperforming. And then I checked it like this morning. I'm like, oh my god, 200 views. Like I think that might be my best like Smash Bros. Full length video. 200 views. I was like very happy with that. And I looked at the stats, and while like the engagement, like people were clicking on it less, but if people clicked on it, like there's a 25% chance they stayed to watch. They watched the whole thing. And I was very happy about that. Cause that